In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo Pizza encourages the community pickup hockey game, honors the family that builds the neighborhood-known backyard rink, salutes the passion utilizing a frozen lake to play a game that's loved, endorses the stardom early mindset to build contenders, acknowledges the grit, determination, and competition of the sport, and applauds the coach that demands the before the sun comes up outdoor practice. Brewpub Lots and Matzo Pizza supports hockey anytime, anywhere.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo Pizza encourages the community pickup hockey game, honors the family that builds the neighborhood-known backyard rink, salutes the passion utilizing a frozen lake to play a game that's loved, endorses the stardom early mindset to build contenders, acknowledges the grit, determination, and competition of the sport, and applauds the coach that demands the before the sun comes up outdoor practice. Brewpub Lots and Matzo Pizza supports hockey anytime, anywhere.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo Pizza encourages the community pickup hockey game, honors the family that builds the neighborhood-known backyard rink, salutes the passion utilizing a frozen lake to play a game that's loved, endorses the stardom early mindset to build contenders, acknowledges the grit, determination, and competition of the sport, and applauds the coach that demands the before the sun comes up outdoor practice. Brewpub Lots and Matzo Pizza supports hockey anytime, anywhere.
Right back at Schwann Super Rink, number 1 for the second quarterfinal in the B pool, the silver pool here at Squirtacular 2025. Robin Cook playing Cinderella Man by M&M on the PA system. Neither of these teams Cinderellas. Andover and Duluth both undefeated in pool play. Andover winning Pool D with wins over Eden Prairie, East Grand Forks, and St. Michael Albertville. Duluth the winners of Pool C. Victories over Jefferson, Rosemount, and Minneapolis. And we are underway. Duluth is in the white, working from right to left, as we call it for you. There's Maddie Graber over the line, number 12, Mason Fisher shooting, and that winds up going wide of the goal. Eli Mortensen, 33 in goal for Andover, to our left, and Everett Feldbrugge in goal for Duluth to our right, played around by Will Johnson, number 14 for Duluth, loose in the corner. Mark Loisel, who leads them in goals with 3 in pool play so far. Going after the puck, now loose along the wall, and here's Frankie Linder for Andover. Ted Sirakos up the wall, held at the right point, and the shot goes around behind the net. The near side, and Duluth trying to feed the left point. They do get it there to Will Johnson, but he's not able to hold it in. And they'll play for it there right in front of us. And now back into the right corner for Linder. Tries to go up the wall, and it finally does bounce out to center. And Duluth's Will Johnson will play it back into the middle. Stolen away by Ty Olson, and over the line he comes. Olson closes, and he goes down. Puck comes free in the circle, and now controlled by Duluth's Will Johnson. And now the angles one across to Loisel, and he heads for the bench as they change. And it winds up in Andover territory, a pass to the right, and here's Ty Olson over the line, over skating, and Duluth starting back on the near wing, and it's Ben Heppelman, number 2, over the line. He takes the shot. That goes off a defenseman and comes wide. And then finally laid back, and it's going to wind up in the zone. Here's a race for it. Gavin Barthel closing, and it comes on to the goaltender, and Feldbrugge will get a stoppage. Ted Sirakos, the leading goal scorer for Andover, with 4 in this tournament. He has no assists. Gavin Barthel has 4 assists and no goals, so they are joint scoring leaders. Face-off coming up to the left of the Duluth goal. Jeff Papasworthy with a call. Our third and fourth games are now set. Our third game will feature Minnetonka versus Edina. And our fourth game tonight, Sioux Falls versus Chaska Chanhassen. And all these teams moving on if they win tonight. Now, here comes Andover down the near wing. Hudson McGee over the line. He takes the shot off the goaltender's glove, but behind the net, thankfully for Duluth. Now cleared towards the left point and played. Ooh, and now puck loose along the near boards, and now it's finally played out, and here's Duluth back. And it's Max Lorien, number 10, closing. Cuts to the slot, goes down, follow-up chance, and a save made by Mortensen against the left post against Dane Radzak, number 16. Now to the left point it goes for Will Johnson around behind the net. We have a penalty coming. And Andover will play short. We have a holding penalty coming up. 1 minute and 43 seconds into this game. J.J. Rode of Duluth, number 13, the leading point getter for Duluth, with 6 in the 3 games. Now from the draw, it's poked back into the corner. Hunter Shinagoy, number 6, feeds it all the way through to the left point. Lee with the penalty. And Duluth has a power play. 60-second power plays, of course, 38 seconds to go. 12-minute periods as well, as a shot from the wing boards comes right on to Mortensen, and he gets a glove on it, and we'll get a stoppage in play with 8:48 left. From the face-off. Cleared over to the left point. Here's a shot. It goes over the top by Will Johnson. Now behind the net, Andover sweeps it to the corner. And they go in, playing around behind the net to the far side. And a shot right on to the goaltender, Mortensen, who makes the stop. Linder plays around behind. It's held there by Will Johnson. Gets to the hash mark. 5 seconds to go on the penalty. And now played down behind the net for Audie Hauk, number 9. And he loses out as Andover comes back to full strength. There's a shot. Mortensen makes a save from the wing boards against Shinnegoy, and we'll get a face-off in the Andover zone. 8 minutes, 8 seconds to play in the first period. So how big is Squirtacular, you may ask? 56 games played here today. A lot going on, and now here's a race for a loose puck as Heppelman wins it for Duluth and then turns it back up the wall for Loisel. Now over to the far side, Fisher over the line. Fisher bumped there by Bode Hess for Andover. Goes around behind the net to the near side, and Andover will try the near side as Lucas Lee goes after it and carries to center ice and still has it. Over the line he comes. Lee closing in, going right in, and puts it on goal, and Feldbrugge with a stop, and right up until the very end, that was a terrific piece of skill by Lucas Lee as he maneuvered through most of the Duluth skaters on the ice, took it right to the foot of the goal, and then was stopped. Face off to the right of the goal. Clean win for Andover. Lee shoots, puck loose in front, and picked up there by Duluth's Mason Fisher. Starts down the right and has to peel back. Now a rink-wide pass to the near side will connect with Loisel. Poke checked away very neatly, and here comes Andover. Down the near side, Lee over the line, lays it to the high slot, and then it's picked up on the far side by Fisher, and he clears to the right boards, and now played back in, and it goes into the Duluth bench, and back down for a stoppage in play with 7 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Bottom half of our bracket tonight, Minnetonka White and Edina Green, followed by Sioux Falls and Chaska Chanhassen. Now played out to center ice. And Duluth will pick it up and carry in. This is J.J. Rode, number 13. Now Radzak can't play it ahead, and it comes out to center. Backhanded ahead by Felix Johnson to the blue line. Andover knocks that down. And they got a whistle, and we'll get a face-off at neutral ice. Almost halfway through the first period with no score. The winner of this game will play St. Louis Park, which just defeated White Bear Lake 6-3. The game starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we'll have that one for you here on the Youth Hockey Hub over on rink number 5. Josh Stelmacher into the corner for Duluth. Lost the puck as he tried to play it up the boards, but now they do break out. Here's Max Lorien starting up the middle and swinging across as Linder to knock it off his stick. Winds up against the boards, and they dig it out. Duluth comes in front. Here's a shot and a glove catch by Mortensen against Max Lorien, and we'll get a face-off in the Andover zone. And from the draw, played to the left point, and Duluth wins it. Here's a shot, knocked down in front, and actually deflected on goal from Hauk, and it wound up in the glove of Mortensen. Josh Stelmacher taking the original shot for Duluth. Now the puck to Heppelman from the high slot. He shoots, and that's wide. Hauk after it for Duluth is having a pretty good stretch here. Centering pass comes right in front, and Tom Sandifer could not get straightened around to play the puck. Now it comes in front of the goal, and Andover picks it up, and they will carry to center ice. And over the line they come with Garrison Bednar, and he lost out to Heppelman in the left corner. Heppelman plays it up the boards, and it comes out to center. And here's Hauk down the near wing. Shinnegoy to the right, and Hauk tries to center it for him, and it comes on to the goaltender. Mortensen makes a stop, and Duluth continues to put on the pressure. Here in the early going, played down by Heppelman for Duluth to the far side boards. And now it comes out to center ice, and Shinnegoy has it there, and he plays it ahead right into the middle of an Andover line change. And now played into their zone as Britz tries to play it. He lost possession. Graber for Duluth in front, and it's blocked and picked off. Here comes Andover back. A lead pass on the right, and going in hard against the boards there. And we get a whistle. Was Andover's Garrison Bednar. And we've got a penalty coming. And it's going to go on Duluth, on Matty Graber. So a 60-second power play for Andover, their first of the game. We'll see if Andover can reverse the pressure here, which has been all Duluth, and now they break out 2-on-1, shorthanded. And a shot does not get through as Lucas Lee blocked it. Centering pass, save made, follow-up chance right on. Save made off a nice shot by Will Johnson by Eli Mortensen. And now Andover comes back, and finally they get the puck into the zone on their power play. And now cleared out to center ice for French. Mason French over to Lee. Pass into the center circle, and now is carried on over the line. And Andover will play it towards the goal with 20 seconds left of power play time as Will Johnson for Duluth has it and plays it ahead. Lee there to pick it off, and he gives it off to Mason French. Flip towards the goal, and then play back behind the net by Radzak for Duluth, and comes around the far side. Plays it up the middle looking for Loisel. It gets past everyone and comes back into the zone. No icing there as the penalty is over, and Duluth comes back to full strength, but they've had much the better of the play in the first period as the puck comes out to center, and it's controlled by Rode. At the far boards now, Rode plays it across and gets it to Will Johnson. Andover is changing, and now over the line comes Will Johnson, looks to center it, and it winds up behind the goal. Now players from both teams in, and here's Bode Hess for Andover starting back. Long pass picked off at center ice, now loose in the center circle, and the original interception by Heppelman. Now over the line, Rode to his backhand, throws it towards the net, and it's knocked away in the slot. Comes towards the right point. And again, Duluth trying to find the front of the net, and they get players in front. Rode in the corner with it. And now he will spin to try to get away from Jacob Peterson. Fed up the boards, and here's Sirakos for Andover. Starting up through center ice, just over 3 minutes to go. Sirakos through a screen, shoots right on, and Feldberger makes the save. And we'll get a face-off in the Duluth zone with exactly 3 minutes to go in the first period. No score. From the face-off, Andover controls it, and here's Frankie Linder. Puts it wide of the goal, and Sirakos will chase after it on the far side for Andover, and then tries to feed the point, and it comes all the way back. And Linder will win the race there against Audi Hawk. Now, Andover trying to find a way out of the zone, and they do get it to center ice. Then it's picked up and played back by Shinagoy. Gets it again, and now right to the blue line. And finally flip back into the Andover zone. And here is Linder trying to backhand one ahead, and he couldn't get it to Ty Olson. Now to the left point for Heppelman, and he lost it. And here's a race for it on the far side. Jackson Koppel losing out by a stride to Stellmacher. And now Duluth comes back in, 2 against 4 as they're changing lines. Now to the far side, it's Heppelman putting it right on goal, and Mortensen makes a save with 2:04 left. And Duluth has taken the play to Andover pretty convincingly here in the first period, but have no goals to show for it. Andover wins the faceoff and now cleared towards the right point, and here's a shot that goes wide to the near side. Loisel chasing after it, dropping it back for Will Johnson. Back down to Loisel. Centering pass is picked off, and Andover trying to clear the zone. They do bank it out to center finally, and controlled now by Will Johnson for Duluth. And he's tied up against the boards. Just over 90 seconds to go in the first period. Puck comes through to the far side, and Duluth will get to it first. And there's a high flip in the air to center, and paid in by Mason Fisher on the right. Defenseman comes over to him. Lee Fisher goes behind the net, looks to center it, and it comes to the circle where it's picked up by Barthel for Andover. And back down the wing he comes. Gavin Barthel over the line, throws it rink wide to the near corner, and then he heads for the bench as Andover changes with just over a minute left in the first period. Now played out to center and turned back by Linder, but only briefly as it's in the Andover zone with less than a minute to go. And here's Britz playing it, knocked ahead by Johnson, but it came out, so the play is offside. So 53 seconds left in the first period. We have no score in this contest. And now played into the Andover zone. Linder over to the far side will flip it ahead and out to center ice, where Duluth immediately plays it right back in. Rink wide to the far side, chasing after it is Lorien, and he is knocked down in the corner. And now Andover's Graham Peters will pick it up. Number 7 plays it ahead, and Andover will try to step out with half a minute to go. They can't get out of the zone. Controlled in the high slot. Radzak throws it in front. Mortensen actually helps stick it off to the boards on the near side. Not sure if that was on goal or not, as Heppelman plays it down, and Andover, Britz in the corner with 14 seconds to go in the period. Heppelman takes a shot that hits the outside of the goal, and Linder to the far side as Rode comes in on him. Puck comes to the right point. Stellmacher there with 3 seconds to go, and the first period will come to an end there. And we have no score between Andover and Duluth. And we'll check out the shots when we come back after this quick timeout here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and healthy. At Summit Orthopedics, our team of highly specialized physicians listens to and values every one of our patients. We take a conservative approach to care to get you back to your healthy and active lifestyle. Reach your summit. Summit Orthopedics. Visit summitortho.com to make an appointment today.
Brewpub Lots of Matza Pizza encourages the community pickup hockey game, honors the family that builds the neighborhood-known backyard rink, salutes the passion utilizing a frozen lake to play a game that's loved, endorses the stardom early mindset to build.
Ready for the second period on sheet number 1 here at the Schwann Super Rink. Teams change ends. Duluth moving left to right as we call the second period for you. Jeff Pappas with you today as we play the second quarterfinal in the Silver Division, the B1 pool. J.J. Rode facing off against Jackson Koppel. Shots in the first period favored Duluth by 8-3. And now played to center ice and shot into the zone. It'll wind up going just to the left of the goal. Feldbrugge sets it up, and now it's played up the near boards and out to center. Graber has it there, feeds the left, and Duluth attacks over the line. Now up the slot, and they score! J.J. Rode. He got Mortensen leaning the wrong way, and Duluth grabs the lead in the second period. J.J. Rode, second goal and his 7th point. And the time of that goal is 13 seconds of the second period. And Duluth has the lead. Now played into the Andover zone from the face-off, and Linder comes out to neutral. Here, let's get this announcement. Max Lorien with the only assist. 13 seconds into the game, and now here comes Duluth back down the left. It's Radzak, and he comes over the line. Hauk on his right, and it comes to the right edge of the goal, and Sirakos will pick it up. Got out to the far side, and they'll play for it along the boards, and Andover's Koppel plays it ahead, and now the Huskies will break out. Over the line, Jackson Koppel shooting, and the puck got deflected by Feldbrugge, and it wound up trickling just wide of the post. And here comes Duluth down the near wing and hitting the line, Felix Johnson, and it's off his stick. And now a shot off to the boards as Koppel spoiled the aim there of Stelmacher, and they're against the wall now, played down behind the goal. And here's Britz for Andover. Going up the wall, Koppel plays to the left point and now to the right, and it comes over and out and back in. And Stelmacher is offside. We'll get a face-off. 1:40 gone in the second period. 1-0 Duluth on a goal by J.J. Rode. All right. Now Andover trying to find the puck at neutral ice and losing out. They'll come back in Sandifer for Duluth, and he will play it back towards the right point and finally back out to center. Here's Heppelman. And that pass is intercepted by Brooks and over the line. Nolan Brooks, and then he lost out. Here's Hauk along the far wall, playing it towards the blue line, and they do get it out to center, and here comes Shinagoy. And over the line, he comes to the left, now passing into the slot area, and that's broken up. Finally, Andover will carry to center ice, and over the line they come with Gavin Barthel closing it across, and a chance in front for Bednar, and a save made by Feldbrugge, and we'll get a face-off. 9:29 to go in the second period. So Andover counter-punching here, but trailing by a goal, and see if they are able to keep up that level of intensity with a face-off to the right of the Duluth goal. Bode Hess wins the face-off for Andover. Here's a centering pass, poked to the slot area and finally cleared away by Fisher to the boards. Lee can't play it forward. And now it winds up in the left corner of the Duluth zone. We're back behind the net and swept over to the far side. I'll try to break out that way, and the puck comes to the point, and it's going to be held in there by Lee. Nice play, and it comes right back down. Stelmacher after it, plays it around on the boards for Loisel on the near side, and then it gets past him. Played back by Peterson for Andover. And they're all up in against the boards now. And Andover finally digs it out. They take it right to the edge of the goal, and Graham Peters centers it. It comes finally to the top of the right circle as the goaltender looks at it, and now played back behind the net by Peterson, and Andover starting to move the puck around a little bit. French then lost possession to Audi Hauk, who plays it down the wing and angling over the line, and a shot. It's a rebound and a second chance. The referee lost sight of it, or the net came off, and we'll get a face-off in the Andover zone, but a brilliant toe save by Mortensen as puck came right up the slot, and the face-off's being called outside with 8:23 to go. Now from the draw, Andover will pick it up and carry to center ice, and over the line comes Koppel, forced wide and dispossessed by Rode. He's behind the goal. Now Rode a long pass to the right, and here's Radzak. Over the line, Radzak forced wide and then tries to center it. It's loose in front and still loose as Lorien had a whack at it. Now comes up the slot, and Andover trying to find a way out. They overskate. They give up a 3-on-2 in deep, and they score! Radzak, and Duluth has a 2-0 lead that they surely deserve. 4 minutes and 14 seconds is the time of the goal in the second period. And Andover unable to clear the zone, and when you lose the puck up high and you got numbers there, you're going to give it up down low, and that time they did, and Duluth was able to find a second goal. Unassisted goal at 4:14. Andover back in, and Koppel is ridden off. And now back comes Duluth over the line. Radzak again. He takes the shot. Pad saved by Mortensen. Off to the left. Radzak behind the goal for Duluth has it. Now plays to the left point, and it gets past Heppelman. It comes all the way back, and now here's a race for it as Sirakos steps slow there against Stelmacher, and it comes out to center ice finally. Puck is dug out and picked up by Sirakos. Back in over the line for Andover. Leaves a drop pass, and now comes up the slot and picked off by Duluth once again. A pass up the middle, and Britz is there for Andover. Now cleared to Stelmacher on the near side, and he will play it in for Duluth. And using the defender as a brace, takes it to the circle, and now it winds up in the corner to the slot area, and a chance there for Shinagoy, and he puts it wide. Now on the far boards, it's cleared towards the left point, played back down by Stelmacher, and now he leaves for a line change, and now Andover tries to flip one ahead and can't get out of their zone again. Having a difficult time here, and now Koppel will play it, and he winds up putting it out of play with 6:22 to go in the second period. Duluth 2, Andover nothing, and that's been a pretty fair description of how this game has gone. Play it ahead, and Felix Johnson for Duluth plays it off to the near boards as Sirakos tries to make something happen for Andover. Now the puck dug out, Peterson, and now two Andover players collide, and the puck is picked up at center and carried over the line. Here's a shot, and it winds up going over the top off Tom Sandifer's stick. Now cleared down behind the net, and Sandifer comes over on the near side for Duluth. Less than 6 minutes to go now, and he's still working in the corner. Centers it, and it comes actually all the way around behind the net. Over to Will Johnson at the left point, tees it up, shoots, and it's knocked away in front by Lee. Off to the far side, Nolan Brooks for Andover. Now they'll play for it along the wall, and then played around behind the net by Lee over towards the near side, and Andover having a hard time getting anything started. We have a penalty coming, and we have a body check being assessed, and we'll put Andover on a power play. 5:19 to go in the second period, and it's going to be Tom Sandifer going off. Andover on its second power play of the game. From the draw comes to the left point, and here's Peterson throwing it across, and now Andover French lost it to Heppelman and gained it back, comes in along the goal line and backhands it right through the crease. Now here's Peterson along the boards, plays it down for French in front, comes through to the right point. Lee closing and shooting, and it goes wide off the traffic. Now French goes down, and the puck is played ahead to the right point and out to center, and it's picked up by Duluth, and here they come over the line, and that is Mark Loisel. Takes it behind the goal with 20 seconds to go in the power play, 4:38 to go in the second period. And now up the boards, Andover plays it ahead, and they come out. And this is French. Trying to split the defense, goes back to the forehand and takes a shot, and Feldbrugge with a save for Duluth. And we got a face-off in the Duluth zone. 4 seconds left on their power play for Andover, and 4:22 to go in the second period. Good solid chance there, though, for the Huskies, and we'll get a face-off to the left of the Duluth goal. Now in front. Puck comes around behind as Duluth comes to full strength as Sandifer steps out of the penalty box. And now here's a lead pass. Graber, and he is dispossessed as he came in over the line. 4:04 to go in the second period. 2-0 Duluth here in the second quarterfinal in the Silver Division. Now played up the wall and loose into the slot area. Finally, Andover will pick it up and play to the right boards, but again, they can't get in any flow. They're forced to the boards, and now here comes Andover again. A shot and a save made by Mortensen. And we'll get a face-off in the Andover zone with 3:38 to go. Rode at 13 seconds, Radzak at 4:14 have the 2 goals in this game for Duluth. Andover trying to get out up the boards again and having trouble. Radzak puts it in front, and now it runs to the high slot. And here's a shot. That's off the goaltender Mortensen from the stick of Stelmacher. And loose at the left edge. And now Duluth centers it, and there's a shot by Stelmacher that's blocked. And now here comes Andover down the near wing. Ty Olson centers it, and it's behind his intended receiver, and Rode has it for Duluth. Plays into the center circle. Radzak over the line, takes a shot. Mortensen saves off to the far boards with less than 3 minutes to go in the period. And we're going to get a whistle as the puck comes in offside, and we'll get a face-off at neutral ice. Now played into the Andover zone and then thrown around behind the goal by Sandifer. And now to the near side as Andover just looks for a way out of the zone at this point. And they give it away again. Here's a shot, and Mortensen with a save, and a good one. As the puck came to Tom Sandifer, and he took a shot that, or check that was Shinagoi. Now comes up the slot, and another shot. They score! Heppelman, and Duluth goes up 3-0 at the 9-minute and 38-second mark of the second period. 3-0 Duluth as Ben Heppelman from center point area took a shot that appeared to have gone in clean. Sandifer. Now played in. Unassisted goal for Heppelman at 9:38. 3-0 Duluth, and now it's played to the slot area, and here's a shot by Shinagoi, and that's off the traffic loose. Rebound chance in front is pushed wide by Hauk, and Duluth really having a good run here as now Andover able to break the puck to center ice, but Heppelman was able to win the puck, but now I think is going to get called for an interference penalty. And it'll be an Andover power play, 1:43 to go in the second period. It'll be their third of the game. And from the draw, Duluth wins the draw. Stelmacher clears it around on the near side for Loisel. Kicks it ahead, held near the blue line by Britz, but carrying on was Graber for Duluth. And now back comes Barthel for Andover. It's an interference minor on Heppelman. Puck comes to the near side, and Britz. Now pass to center ice for Will Johnson, and he will play it ahead, deep into the Andover zone. 28 seconds left in the power play, and it's a flip to center ice. And Duluth will regain control as we hit the last minute of the period. Stellmacher turns and plays it up the boards, and now here's Loisel over the line. And now cuts towards the slot area, comes right in front, and the goaltender out. And a sprawling stop against Graber, and we'll get a face-off in the Andover zone with 46 seconds to go in the second period and 4 seconds left on the power play, which has seen Duluth have the better scoring opportunities in that time frame. Now played back behind the net as Duluth comes back to full strength. Andover plays it out to center ice, and Stellmacher there. Rink wide pass to the left and over the line. Radzak now to the corner on the right side for Britz, and he flips it high in the air. French for Andover plays it ahead, and Stellmacher will win the race to the loose puck. Plays it up the wall around Bode Hess and back out to center ice. Now comes over to the near side and played on into the zone. A centering pass wide open in front, and no goal as Radzak threw it right across the front of the net for Graber as the second period comes to an end, and Duluth scores 3, and they lead it after 2 periods by 3-0. We'll take a quick break here on the Youth Hockey Hub.
Build Contenders acknowledges the grit, determination, and competition of the sport and applauds the coach that demands the before the sun comes up outdoor practice. Brew Pub, lots and lots of pizza, supports hockey anytime, anywhere.
In life, we all need a little help to reach our summit. Whatever your summit looks like, it's easier to reach when your body is strong and
Okay, back at Schwann Super Rink number 1 road. Radzak and Heppelman the goals in the second period for Duluth, which outshot Andover 13-3 in the second period and 21-6 so far for the game. Solid Duluth team. Andover has a lot of work to do in the third period, and the first thing they have to do is figure out how to break the forecheck and get the puck to neutral ice. We heard Tony Scott talk about it before at this level, where sometimes the defensemen are called upon to do things that are beyond their capabilities at this young age to try to break some of these forechecks. But Andover still has 12 minutes to figure it out. 3-0 the score. George Clinton, the atomic dog, is the Duluth team, nicknamed the Greyhounds, certainly an appropriate moniker. And now here comes Andover over the line. Koppel plays it towards the net and knocked away. Puck in front of the Duluth goal, and they will dig it out and bring the puck to center ice. And Duluth has changed goaltenders. Carter Brennan is now in, number 32. Feldberg pitching a shutout after 2 periods. And it's in the Duluth zone to the left corner. Will Johnson plays it ahead. It's going to be held there, but only briefly by Koppel. Finally comes out to center, and down the near wing, Shinagoy plays it ahead, and it's going to be taken behind the net by Peterson for Andover, and he flicks one out to center. Heppelman plays it back to Will Johnson. Loose. And finally Johnson lays it ahead. It comes rink wide into the zone. Graber chasing after it for Duluth along the far boards. And now Graber swallows the Andover player whole in the corner, and it's going to run behind the net. Bank to the left point, and here's Heppelman. Lays it down, and now behind the goal, Peterson for Andover tries the left side. And loose at center ice, trying to squeeze through Koppel, and he lost out. Now a rink-wide pass stolen and brought back in offside. So we'll get a face-off as Linder intercepted the pass and then didn't realize he had a teammate trapped. So we'll get a stoppage and a face-off outside the Duluth line with 10 minutes and 3 seconds to play. Coming up next, Minnetonka versus Edina. And here they come in over the line. Andover, and this is Barthel closing and scoring, and Andover's got a goal. Gavin Barthel is first of the event, go along with 4 assists. And it is 3-1. 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the period. Now from the draw, Andover has a goal and maybe a little bit of confidence here. We'll see as it comes around to the far side. And for Duluth, it's Radzak. Pass to center. Bednar with the assist at 2:04. Now up the slot, and it's picked off by Linder as Radzak tried to come in front. Now a pass to center ice, and here comes Andover again. Over the line, Barthel plays it in deep, and then has to go around behind the net with the puck. And Duluth will pick it up. 9:17 to go. Now a steal, and Andover again into the zone. Oh, nearly working his way in front was Bednar, and the puck comes all the way back into the Andover end of the ice. Brits lost it into the corner. Radzak for Duluth comes out the right side. Tried to come in front, intercepted, and Andover back. Down the near wing, and this is Barthel feeding it to the left, and Duluth will get there first. And now played to center ice and over the Andover line. And the Husky player on the near side will wind up in against the boards, Brits, and then it's brought in offside by Radzak, and we'll get a face-off. 8:38 left, and Duluth's lead shaved to 3-1. Now here comes Duluth in over the line, and a shot, and that wound up deflecting into the netting out of play, which meant it had to hit Mortensen someplace. And we'll get a face-off in the Andover zone. 8:28 left. Face-off's being called outside. And picked up by Andover, played ahead by French. And now French has to get onside and does not, as Hess brings the puck in offside. .8:20 left. Now picked up and played out to center ice, and here's Lee for Andover, now playing it to the left. And Hess will carry over the line, and then is stripped of the puck by Graber, who goes behind the goal for Duluth. Comes up the middle, feeds the left, and now Loisel. And finally played to center ice, where it's picked up there by Peterson and shot back into the Duluth zone. Now a long pass down the wing, and here's Rode. Closing in, defenseman comes over to him. Peterson takes him off the puck in the corner. And now poke to the circle. And here's Andover back. French playing it ahead, and Hess over the line. Hess falls, lost the puck, held in at the line by Linder. And now fed to the far corner where Heppelman will play it around on the near side. It'll come towards the right point, controlled there by Linder. Puts it towards the net. And Andover keeping possession. Try to come off the wall and get in front of the net, and it winds up on the right point area. Finally played down by Brooks, and Duluth will be able to clear that out to center ice. And here's Mason Fisher, and he is stripped by Koppel in the center circle, and over the line, Koppel's 2 against 4. And Koppel takes it to the far boards with under 7 minutes to go, leaves it towards the left point for Weston Britz. And he plays it towards the front of the net. Stellmacher goes after it along with Koppel, who wins the puck, feeds the boards, and it's picked up by Fisher, and out comes Duluth. Playing it in from his own side of center ice, and that will be an icing call as they were trying to get a line change. Face-off will come all the way back in the Duluth zone with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third period, and a 3-1 lead for Duluth, trying to move on to play St. Louis Park in tomorrow's semifinal. Minnetonka White and Edina Green are next, followed by Sioux Falls and Chaska Chanhassen. Now cleared around behind the net and off to the far side for Andover. Sirakos has it. Spinning in the corner, Sirakos throws it in front, and they can't get into a shooting position. Finally, the puck is poked out to center ice, and a race for it. Lorien down the near wing, and Lorien winds up in the corner before he loses the puck. Linder behind the goal for Andover, feeds the far circle. Koppel back around behind to the near side. 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Andover needs 2. And now they play for it along the boards by the hash mark. And it goes down behind the net, where it's picked up by Lorien. And then he goes down along with Britz. Puck comes through behind the net, and Andover will pick it up. Off the boards to center, and here's Ty Olson. Coming in over the Duluth line, Olson gets past one, now looks to center it, it's loose in front, and a good shot there by Sirakos, but a save made by Feldbrugge, and we've got a face-off coming. Oh, we have a body check. We do have a penalty. It's going to go on Duluth, and it's on Will Johnson. It is a body-checking penalty, 4th power play for Andover in this game. And with 5:28 to go, if they're going to get one, now would be a real good time for it. And now we have a discussion at the Duluth bench. Phil Johnson, the head coach. Has a chance to vent his spleen somewhat. And now from the faceoff, Andover controls. Here's a shot, loose in front. Follow-up opportunity there for Koppel, doesn't connect. First shot came from Lee, and now back comes Duluth back. Here's Radzak over the line, and it is offside. 5:13 left, and Andover with 45 seconds of power play time remaining. Officials having a conversation. And the faceoff will come back to the left of the Duluth goal, and Carter Brennan from the draw. It comes to the near side, and Koppel after it. But the puck is cleared out to center ice where Peterson is waiting. Andover gets onside, and he puts it in. A bouncing puck steered away by Brennan to the right side. And now Duluth trying to clear. They put it right up the slot in their own zone, and it's controlled by Andover. Backhanded centering pass to the near side by Bednar, and that's broken up. Now to the right point it comes. And with 20 seconds of power play remaining, it comes out to center ice. And here's Lucas Lee. Passing to the left, tipped by Sirakos. And it goes deep. 10 seconds of power play, 4:37 to play. And now it goes behind the goal. Heppelman for Duluth feeds it over to Stellmacher. Now to the far side, Loisel. And it comes out to center ice. And the referee fell and hit his head on the ice, and that had to hurt. And he's more embarrassed than anything else, but that's the old referee's story. If you fall on the ice, you buy the beer. And it winds up behind the goal to the near side. Andover's Nolan Brooks after it. Of course, these players are still quite some years away from taking part in anything like that. But now the puck is stolen away by Loisel for Duluth as they come back to full strength. Under 4 minutes to go. Loisel centers it. It comes up the slot. And here's a shot and a blocker save there off of J.J. Rode to the left. And now Andover starts back, unsuccessful on all 4 of their power plays this afternoon. And now here is Peterson. Played around to the far side, and it went over the glass and out of play with 3:33 left. And Andover has taken its timeout with 3:33 to go, and it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if they pull their goaltender after this is over. The next offensive zone opportunity they get. And the winner of this game, as we mentioned, will play St. Louis Park, which defeated White Bear Lake 6-3 this afternoon. Hat trick in that game for Cullen McCambridge, who also had an assist. A 4-point game for him. St. Louis Park never trailed in that game and had a 4-1 lead after the first period, and has held White Bear at arm's length after that. Now faceoff is in the Andover zone, so obviously the goaltender will stay in, but one would suspect that he would be coming out fairly soon with a 2-goal deficit. Now played to the blue line and returned down the wall. Andover playing it to the boards and trying to get out. Still can't manage that as the puck comes in front. Here's a shot, and that winds up going off the traffic and behind the goal off the stick of Graber. Now loose at the left edge, and now Andover will pick it up. Long pass to the left, and it hops the stick of Barthel and goes the length of the ice for an ice. Off, Andover trying to play it out, and it winds up back behind the goal for Brits. Now Andover will pick it up and carry, and they come to center. Here's Linder over the line. Linder closing, Linder shooting, and it goes wide and picked up on the far side and finally relayed out to center. And here's Fisher for Duluth in the zone, plays it towards the front of the net, finally chopped away there by Lucas Lee, and now it's played to the point, picked off by Barthel, who comes out over skates and then has to play it towards the near side. Barthel banks it off the wall and into the zone, and it's called offside with 2:14 left. The face-off coming. Outside the Duluth blue line. And they bring it in. On the right, goaltender remains in as a centering pass comes up the slot for Koppel. He's trying to turn with it and can't get there as Stellmacher picks it up for Duluth and then plays it out. and it's a good thing the goalie's in as the puck winds up in the right circle, centering pass, and it hits the outside of the net. Now on the far side, Andover's Squirtacular. Now he plays it ahead, and Andover will come out with 1:45 left. And banked off the boards behind the goal for Stellmacher for Duluth. Clears around to the near side, held by Olsen on the half wall. And they'll play down the boards. And finally up to the left point and nearly out of the zone. Now they do get it there. And here is Graber for Duluth. Over the line, takes a shot. It sails over the top. So come down to 1:20 to play. And now behind the goal, Duluth continuing to work. Radzak feeds it to the left point, where it's held by Heppelman, who was a goal in this game. Now fed down the boards, cleared around by Koppel for Andover. And to the far side, where it's going to be held by Stellmacher, right back down the wall as we hit the 1 minute mark in this game. And now a shot that is wide of the net to the near side. Duluth changing defenseman as the puck comes ahead. And now here comes Ty Olsen back, goaltender to the bench. And here's a shot and a save made by Brennan with 44 seconds to go. And we'll get a face-off in the Duluth zone to the left of goaltender Carter Brennan. From the draw, it's picked up and played behind the net by Rode with 40 seconds to go. And it's dug out. Squirtacular behind the goal for Andover. Plays to the left point, picked up, and here's Loisel at center ice. And he is having a battle there with Lee, who won it at the corner. Now plays it up the wall to Koppel with 20 seconds to go. And Koppel comes out the right side, fans on the outlet pass. Tries to play it up the boards. And it's going to be held along the wall for as long as necessary for Duluth. Now it's played back into the zone, and Stellmacher with 5 seconds to go. And Duluth is going to move on to the semifinals as they defeat Andover this afternoon by a final score of 3-1. 3 goals in the second period did it, and Duluth moves on. They will play St. Louis Park tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Here at the Schwann Super Rink. Will be over on rink number 5 for that game. A.J. Rode is being given a player of the game honor. He had the first goal of this game. And that will do it for us here from rink number 1. We're back in a few with Minnetonka and Edina next.